The Home Start in Suffolk Equity in Mind project has been working really well. With our coordinator in place, we began making local contacts in the central area of Ipswich, where we know there are many families from Eastern Europe. We've recruited a coordinator who speaks Polish, Romanian and Portuguese. As we do not have access to translator services, this is going to be a vital resource in the team. We've researched what groups and services are already in place and what's working well and has not worked well in the past. It soon became apparent that we were not going to work in the area unless we made local connections with organisations already working in the area who were trusted and working with families already. We spoke with the health visiting team, social care and early help teams promoting the project and potential group work that had been identified as a gap in provision. A meeting was held with Kim Trotter from the Future Female Society, who explained her work and the challenges she had experienced when trying to engage with families. We explained our project and Kim agreed to promote with the women attending her sessions. We identified housing, employment access to services and education as key areas of need, isolation for women and children and alcohol-related issues including domestic violence. The Wellington Family Hub has also proved to be a valuable link, and we're in the process of setting up and developing a drop-in play session there weekly. We've produced leaflets in languages spoken within the community and carried out door-to-door leaflet drops, speaking to local residents in cafes, shops and education settings, homes, libraries and clinics. Whilst we haven't had a high number of people using the group, we continue to promote and encourage families to attend. We recognise it will take some time to develop this service within the community. The Family Hub and health visitors are also promoting the group. Home Start in Suffolk's family support leaflet has also been produced into Polish and Portuguese. A group will also be starting in the White House area of Ipswich, working with the Highfield Family Hub, now known as the Unity Centre. Monica Pacella, Equality and Diversity Coordinator from Community Action Suffolk, has been an invaluable resource in helping us promote our project through the local Polish church and primary schools. Monica is opening the Hive on Norwich Road, and we're hoping to be joining her to run a drop-in surgery and play session. This will be held on a weekly basis, and we hope that by having a presence in the community, in a centre trusted by the community, this will help us develop connections and trust of the families attending the centre. With the support of regular workers at the centre, we hope to encourage families to reserve themselves or to be referred into the service. We will become a regular presence and build relationships in the drop-in surgery starting in January 2022. We've also been regularly meeting with Ipswich Community Media. We've spoken to Bruce, Kaz and Janet regarding volunteering and recruitment of volunteers from local communities. We're also going to be attending the ESOL course held at St Matthew's Primary School for the Roma community. This will again enable us to make local connections in a community resource already trusted by the community and enable us to talk about our services, build relationships with families and support families to be referred into Home Start for support from group and home visiting services. During the summer, we held a number of buggy walks in local parks. It gave parents opportunities to meet other parents, it helps to improve mood and reduce anxiety, and gives experiences for socialisation and sharing experiences. Not only does it give parents the opportunity to feel more active and fitter, it's a free activity that they can join in and learn healthy habits for their children. The buggy walks are a really good opportunity for parents to speak to staff that work during the sessions. At one session, a customer first referral was made because a parent made a disclosure of domestic abuse. The member of staff worked with Mum to make the referral and has supported her through the process. Mum is now accessing the Freedom Programme at a local family hub. The safeguarding procedures were followed and the family was kept fully in touch with the process. Mum fed back to us that she wouldn't have attended an indoor group in her community, but she really enjoyed being outside. She told us it improved her mental health, but it also meant that she could parent her child in a much more patient manner. It allowed her to meet her children's needs. The walks are currently closed for winter but will resume in spring. Under the project, 8 families from the Eastern European community have been supported to date, in addition to a number of families from the local area that are from white British families. Support has been for group and home visiting services, and we've provided coordinated support and volunteers. We are noticing that referrals are now beginning to come in for the project. We've worked to promote the project in the statutory and voluntary sector. Referrals have been received from health visitors, early help team and mental health services. The main areas identified at referral have been isolation, parental mental health, support around parenting and routines, accessing community resources and appointments, parents new to the area and conflict within the family home. In addition, we have delivered successful equality and diversity training to a number of our volunteers and staff. This has helped to raise awareness and confidence in practice and professional development, while addressing a number of misconceptions. We've received positive feedback from all that have attended and will be running an additional session in the new year. We know there have been a number of challenges in starting the Equity in Mind project, but we're confident that the preparation and contacts that we've made during the first part of the project will place us in a good place to move forward into the second part and increase the number of families accessing the service.
My name is Anna, and I have recently joined the team here at Homestart in Suffolk, and I am hoping to work with the families that live in Ipswich and assist them to access services and improve their mental health. And for that, I have a case study to read for you. Nadia moved to the UK from Lithuania in 2013, spending some time in Scotland before moving to Ipswich. Relationships with family members in Lithuania are difficult, and there is no family support in the UK or in her home country. Nadia told us that her parents were abusive towards her, and her mother is an alcoholic and, in her opinion, a narcissist. Nadia talked of a previous drug addiction uses and suffered overdoses in the past. She has a diagnosis of EUPD, where she struggles to regulate her emotions, OCD, and more recently has told us about a possible diagnosis of BPD. Nadia is supported under secondary mental health services and is waiting for therapy. Since the referral to Homestart in Suffolk, Nadia has seen a psychiatrist and has been prescribed medication to help regulate her emotions. Nadia feels that the new medication is beginning to help improve her mental health. She has been on a waiting list for over a year to have therapy, which she is keen to have. The referral to Homestart in Suffolk came from Mental Health Services, requesting support with general parenting advice. Adult company to build self-esteem. Nadia is very isolated with no friends or family living in the UK. A volunteer will be able to offer professional friendship, helping Nadia access other community services and appointments, and someone to talk through worries and concerns. The volunteer was asked to spend time with Nadia and her young son, providing emotional support and guidance in parenting skills. Budgeting and day-to-day management of finances and cooking and menu planning also formed part of the referral. Perinatal were no longer working with Nadia and her son as mom's mental health had improved. Health visitor services had reduced contact and were visiting less frequently. Nadia lives with her son's father for financial reasons, but they are no longer in a relationship. The referral states this is impacting on Nadia's mental health. She does not feel she can ask him to leave and worries she will struggle financially if her were to leave. Although the relationship is often volatile, Nadia says she would miss having another adult around, would feel even more isolated. Nadia has been open with us and other agencies about her struggles to regulate her emotions, shouting at her son and calling him names when she gets cross, and that she has suicidal and self-harm thoughts. Nadia has told us she was worried. She is repeating how she was treated by her own mother. The health visitor was initially worried that Nadia's mental health may be limiting opportunities for Jan to get out of the house and socialize with other children. However, after signposting a local group, Nadia is now attending 2 baby groups, has made a friend, and goes swimming with Jan on a weekly basis. Support visits from volunteer have been weekly. The volunteer is building a relationship with Nadia, and she is beginning to feel more confident during the visits. She does not feel judged or so anxious about saying she is not coping as it is, only by sharing this information that we can support her and signpost her to professional agencies that can help her and Jan. Nadia has told her volunteer that she feels her mental health is improving and she is learning techniques to help with her anxiety. This is having a positive impact on her parenting. And she feels positive when she goes to her baby groups, and swimming, where she's beginning to make local connections and friendships with other moms from Lithuanian and other Eastern European communities.